Coming right up, the Kings taking on the Cavaliers. For the Sacramento Kings, kind of a seesaw affair over the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They'll look to tip that balance with a win here. Cavs, Kings, don't leave your seat. We'll be right back. So happy to have you here for a midweek edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This should be an intriguing contest. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jonas Valanciunas.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
And the Cleveland starting five. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. And it's Allen in at the 5, down low. And for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Zach LaVine out there with Malik Monk. And it's Sabonis in at the 5. And certainly on paper, this game is something of a mismatch, Doris.
Yes, it is, but it's always dangerous when one team is expected to win by a large margin. Because why? Human nature. Can't skip steps. These are still professional basketball players. That underdog can be a real dog.
Now here's Allen. Back to Garland. Shot clock at 5. Mitchell against LaVine. And it's Mitchell, the miss. Outside Monk to the paint. Outside LaVine. Down low. Here's DeRozan. And that's good. Off the glass that time.
Now, DeMar DeRozan operating on the interior, so savvy, so crafty.
Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
And so here's Sacramento. The Cavs getting their last shot to go. Back to LaVine. Garland against Monk. Outside Murray. Pass to Sabonis. The shot that time not on target. Nice D from Allen. Garland against Monk. Strus the pass to Allen. Garland scanning the floor. Over Monk. Garland no good. And so Monk will bring it up for the Kings. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
It was textbook rim protection in that game, taking real pride in shutting down the other team.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
He has such great feel. Sabonis sets the pick and finds his way down the lane to get open.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Ellis has checked in for Sacramento. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Hunter's checked in. The Cavaliers have gone 1 for 3 so far. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. Count it. Sabonis has gotten his 2nd bucket.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Mobley outside. Pass to Mitchell. From outside the arc. On target from range. Mitchell's got 5.
Well, we know Mitchell can hurt you from outside the arc. The defense better recognize this moving forward.
LaVine passes to Sabonis. Outside LaVine. Sabonis in the post. Allen defending. Sabonis in the post. He's against Allen. Here's DeRozan. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Back to Mitchell. To the inside. And it's Mobley. That time on the assist by Mitchell.
Yeah, you've got to put that length and frame to work. Evan Mobley sets the screen and creates room for his role.
Here's DeRozan. Hits it from the high post. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Kings ahead, up by 1. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at Sacramento's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title.
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
Jonas Valanciunas out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in a 2-guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. LaVine in deep. And the layup is good.
Boy, hard to keep up with the quickness of Zach LaVine. You get that first step off the drive, and it's over.
Here's Jerome. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Mobley, no good. The Kings leading. Crowder, the pass to LaVine. Here's Ellis. Crowder outside. And we've seen the league ramp up the series model where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
DA, I absolutely love this, and more importantly, the coaches seem to engage highly in it because they feel to a certain degree it brings you a level of almost playoff-like repetition.
That free throw misses.
More of a traditional center. Jonas Valanciunas can dominate the glass and capable of a double-double on any given night.
Sabonis, he's checked in for the Kings. Monk comes in for Carter. Strus, he's checked in for the Cavs. Garland comes in for Okoro. Mobley on a screen. To the middle. Can't finish the lob.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Left side Monk. The Cavaliers pull it in. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
I really think the nail in the coffin was their missed free throws. That's usually an ominous sign.
I thought the frustration at the line was evident, and it makes it easy on the defense when you're not capitalizing once they put you at the free throw line. What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Outside LaVine. This one for 3. Oh, just dropping it in. LaVine.
Feet planted, angle set. All LaVine needed was the basketball.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. Here's Strus. Pass to Hunter. Lets the 3 fly. Monk grabs the miss. Sacramento leading by 3. Now LaVine, covered by Strus. Now Now here's Valanciunas. Back to Sabonis. And here's Levine. Valanciunas with it, covered by Mobley. Ellis passes to Monk. Over Garland. And it's Monk missing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Pass to Hunter. The drive by Garland. Here's Jerome. Yet to see a basket. Mobley on a screen. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. And Mobley throws it down.
The ease with which the game comes to Evan Mobley. My goodness, it's fun watching this guy play above the rim.
Monk passes to Sabonis to the left side wing. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Hunter. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
The Kings trailing. 19 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Levine with it. A 23-point game for him in the win against Memphis. 5 on the clock. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Levine's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Sacramento on top, leading by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
Lengthy road trip ahead, but that's a challenge they can rise to. Chance to prove their grit.
Yeah, the road can bring opportunity. Doesn't have to be an obstacle.
And next up, let's take a look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, who seem pretty well matched in their game.
They're not showing enough fight defensively. Take some pride getting some stops. This is when your leader has to step in and say something.
Yeah, tough to beat a team that's shooting double nickels from the field. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Zach LaVine with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Well, Sacramento is shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. On the court for the Cavaliers. Mitchell on the wing with Strus. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Garland in at the point.
They keep cashing in when they have the room to run.
And it's Levine with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. It's a 1-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. DeRozan. No good with a jumper from the wing. Cleveland shooting around 50% in the game so far. Garland, the pass to Allen. Outside for Mitchell. Fires the 3. 3-ball! Donovan Mitchell!
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jared Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
B.A., this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Murray passes to Monk. Sabonis with a screen on Garland. Shoots from 12. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Monk's got his first basket. The Cavaliers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Allen, the pass to Garland. And there's the lob. And Mobley throws it down.
The unspoken communication on the alley-oop, and Evan Mobley making his teammate look good.
The Kings making a switch here. Ellis is checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Hunter's checked in for Strus. On the wing to Rosen. He can't get that one to fall. Hunter with some nice D. For Cleveland, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Garland for 3. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Oh, Levine converts in close.
Not just a jump shooter. Levine is very capable on the interior.
Outside Garland. Pass to Mobley. Outside Garland. Here's Mitchell. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Garland against DeRozan. Now here's Levine. He's closely guarded. Out left to the wing. Ellis passes to Murray. For the lead. The rebound by Allen. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Of course, when we talk about young guards, few better than Darius Garland. What makes him great?
I think a few things, but I would start with the fact that he's a 3-level scorer. Knocks down the 3 with consistency, can get to his in-between, but also creative at the rim. The other thing I love, Brian, is that he defends with great intensity. Darius Garland is relatively new to this league, folks, but one thing we know unequivocally, he is so skilled offensively.
Green's checked in for Cleveland. Jerome comes in for Mitchell. Outside Levine. Rebounded by Green. From 15 feet away, he got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Cavaliers on top, they lead by a bucket. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Trey Lyles is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Ellis in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
Boy, that's a single-minded play from Tristan Thompson. Knows the defense is ready for him, but takes the contact and doesn't let it affect his finish.
Outside Monk. Sabonis against Thompson. The jump hook. And And it's in, off the glass.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Hunter passes to Garland. Hunter, a screen on Monk. Back to Hunter. Pass to Strus. Sinks the tray. Strus has got his first 3 points of the game.
Max Strus shot ready off the catch. Pretty.
The Kings call timeout. And Sacramento with some changes. Keegan Murray's checked in for Lyles. DeRozan comes in for Crowder. And it's Levine in for Ellis. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
During the break, the coach of the Kings had some words for his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
And Allie, thank you for that. DeRozan with the ball. Strus covering. They get it back. Monk for three. Drains the triple.
What a read from Domantas Sabonis. This guy's passing ability and vision is special.
The Cavaliers lead by 4. Garland, the pass to Allen. Here's Mitchell. He's covered by Levine. Outside Strus. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
And I think this hometown crowd is in shock as the visiting squad fires right back with a 3 of their own.
Here's DeRozan. Oh, get up, DeMar. He's still got it.
Yeah, DeMar DeRozan leads, no doubt. What a finish.
And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for Cleveland. Mobley outside. Back to Garland. DeRozan with the rebound. Kings trail by 5. Levine finds DeRozan. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Strus against DeRozan. And he drives in. Here's Levine for 3.
I'll tell you, Mitchell locked in on the defensive end. He's so good getting after it.
Pass to Mobley. Now here's Strus. Defended by DeRozan. Mitchell. Hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got his 6th rebound on the night. And he lobs it up top. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Leading by 5. Allen with a screen on Levine. Oh! Mitchell taking no chances.
Donovan Mitchell cooking right now. Things look easy on the offensive end.
The Kings call timeout.
That was your 916 Crew Dance Team. Get loud once again.
Stolen by Strus. Monk against Garland. Right side Strus. Outside Mitchell. Driving in. That shot is off. Nice D from Sabonis.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
And connects from downtown.
Well, effective passing from your wing players makes for a well-rounded offense, and DeMar DeRozan keeping everyone involved. I love it.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
17 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, Darius Garland taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
Your 916 Crew Dance Team. Get loud once again.
And so here's Sacramento. Monk passes to DeRozan. Back to Monk. Beyond the arc. Unable to get that one. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment. But they stood tall and got the win.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Well, Donovan, it took a half for you guys to really find your rhythm. But once you did, you took control.
Yeah, you know, I think the biggest thing for us, we just got to compete. And I think that's what we did at the end of the day. We found a way to fight back. They got a lot of talented guys on that team. You know, they got a lot of guys who can go out and get buckets and rebound. But we just overcame it, played defense, and got stops when we needed.
Thanks, Donovan.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.